Hi. No matter what I do, the lighting in here is bad. Sorry. I know I have to figure that out also. Alrighty. Today is a little bit more of the same. Well, that's why I brought this out here. I have to take my medication. Sorry. Anyway, I always make sure that I have a lot of water on my desk. Bottles everywhere. It's important to get that water in. All right. I know that doesn't need to be videotaped, does it? I don't know. I'm feeling kind of... I don't know. Today was a pretty productive day. I mean, I got some stuff done. Made some phone calls. And then we went to the hospital again. And hospice is now being called comfort care, which I think is a lot better. However, there was a miscommunication at the hospital, and somebody from comfort care using hospice did go in and talk to our aunt and got her upset. I mean, she couldn't hear, so she doesn't really know what they were trying to ask her or tell her. It's just the fact that somebody came in there from that department was enough to set her off. So now I have to go there tomorrow and try to at least explain to her some things. I actually printed off pictures, clip art, to try to help her understand what's going on with her. And try to get her on board with the comfort care. Not that we're not going to try everything. I mean, they still want her to go to rehab. I don't know how that's going to go. We're taking a day at a time. We haven't signed up for anything, but I do want her to understand her condition, what to expect, and all that good stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I'm talking to like the young people out there, or any age really, that there are so many grandchildren that are taking care of elderly grandparents, and kids taking care of their parents, and family members, and even people taking care of, maybe it's just a really good friend. And these are things that you have to deal with. And one reason I think that she got so upset was that her husband died of cancer. He had hospice. She felt like they didn't do him any good. She remembers the bad stuff. And it's totally different than her situation also. And it's never easy to have to deal with, watch somebody pass away. So I mean, all this is, I mean, there's a lot to it. If you're in that position, there's a lot. Fortunately, we've been pretty proactive, and they said that Medicare will pay for everything, which was good to know. I mean, we don't have to pay for the comfort care. They will come to assisted living. They will come wherever you want them to come. And you just have to be proactive. That's all there is to it. And it's just a lot. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot to deal with. Your mind is constantly going, it's racing on every subject you can imagine. And there's a lot of stress involved, and there's a lot of emotions that go all over the place, and it's just a lot to deal with. I mean, I'm really glad that they're there. I'm glad that that organization or department is there to help people. They are very compassionate. At least the people that we're dealing with in the hospital that she is, and is phenomenal. I am so thankful. And on a different note, I'm going to skip that, or I'm going to end that subject because I'm beating it to death, is that I do have an appointment with a plastic surgeon for my back. Because they can do just as much, if not all, pretty much, that a general surgeon can do. And I'm gonna, normally I wouldn't, but when I used to tease about having a belly button in the front and in the back, I don't know if you can see this, being that I'm putting it on my phone, but this is just to show you what I'm dealing with. I don't know if you can see that. Whoops. There we go. That's clear. That's what's on my back. That's where the incision is also. I know that's disgusting. My daughter gets really mad when I do that. But the thing is now, I mean, this is going to be disgusting also, but it's doing this. Oops. It's leaking. Disgusting, I know. But that's what I've been dealing with, and it's painful. And I've been dealing with that flaring up and coming and going for over a year. I mean, it would stay okay for a while, and when it flares up, it hurts. And it's at the point right now where it hurts. And so finally I do have an appointment, and I'm excited about that, and I'm really hoping that they can fix it. And they said to go to a plastic surgeon instead of a general surgeon because hopefully they will sew me up better and that it won't come back. And I gotta, this calendar is just so crazy blowing up. I gotta make myself some notes. And I'm excited too because I'm going to be dog sitting starting Saturday. That will be fun. I mean, I literally go to the person's house and stay and take care of the dogs. I've done it for another person, and I enjoy it. It's kind of like nice to get away from here. I mean, I still come here. I still do what I have to do, and I still hang out and make sure that my uncle's okay and that he has everything he needs. And I'm only a phone call away. I never go too far. I make sure that I stay close enough that if he did call me, I'd be here in just a couple minutes. But it's nice, and I love animals, and it's almost like therapy for me to be able to go and take care of these pets and love on them and just enjoy their company. And when we were at the hospital today, oh my goodness, it must have been dog day today. We saw dogs in training, which I know if I never ever approach a dog. I always ask, because if they're in training, you just don't go up to them. You know, you have to respect that. And then there was a little dog that was in it looked like a baby stroller, but it was made for little dogs, and whether it was an older dog that, you know, had issues or whatever, it was just so sweet. And there's nothing that makes you smile more than seeing these pets. And it's one of the reasons I love the hospital, is because they encourage that. to bring pets. Obviously, mostly dogs. I mean, I don't know if you could bring cats. Would be a little harder to bring. Not that it's impossible, but I think that is just so awesome because it just really makes people's day. I know my aunt loved it, and I'm kind of congested because I need to really change up my eating. I had some dairy, and that just sets everything off, you know. So I gotta really make some changes. And I know I'm rambling, and the time goes by so fast when I'm talking on here. I try to keep them short. I know they're getting longer, and I don't mean to do that, but it's like once I get talking, and that's what I mean when I start to ramble. I mean, when I have my friends, it's like, oh my goodness, I just love them to pieces because they put up with me, and I can be bouncing all over the place. I was talking to my son, and he's like, we just had 3 conversations and we didn't finish any of them. So we had to back up and finish each one. And I do that. I will talk about one thing and something pops in my head and I'll bounce back and forth and finish different ones at different times. Anyway, I am in better spirits today, even though there is stuff we have to handle. I am still tired, and I was a little stressed out and weepy this morning, but it is what it is, and we take a day at a time and we do the best that we can, and we just have to press forward. And I'm going to stop and say goodbye, and I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe, and most of all, comment. Because one day I will get some comments and I want to respond to them online. I think that would be really fun. Maybe someday when things get a little bit better with doing this, I could actually go live. That would be really fun. So, you all have a good night. It's already 11:30 here, and I have some other things to do. You take care. Bye.